now rocking with the best. The bass get hot, boy, I am so many fresh. I talk cash money like I'm Birdman. Tackle topic straight on, no swerving. All facts is what I'm serving. No one's better or more deserving than me. I bring that heat like Miami on a whole nother level like Tiny. I prove points by helping you visualize, using data that's analyzed by eagle eyes. Get your mind right and act like you know. You are now tuned into the Real Untouchable podcast.
Hey, what it do, sports world, and welcome to the Real Untouchable podcast, man, with me, Ray Diggs, and I got a great segment for you all. I want to talk about why Alabama's Ryan Williams and Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith are on their way to greatness. Hey, listen, these are two freshman phenoms. Hey, before I get started, man, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. And make sure y'all give me your feedback on what you all think about this segment. But listen, let's go ahead and jump into this thing, man. I feel that Ryan Williams, Alabama superstar freshman wide receiver, 17 years old, Ryan Williams, and Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith is on their way to being the two best wide receivers in all of college football in their freshman year. These two young men has dominated the first 4 games. Hey, these two dudes right here is pretty much showing us what two young, true freshman wide receivers that's well prepared look like when they first come to college. Now, we see a lot of young wide receivers come to college, and they do not perform like these two. And I tell everybody why I think Ryan Williams is a better wide receiver right now. Now, I think Jeremiah Smith is a more physically gifted wide receiver. Because if you look at his body, he's more built, as a 18-year-old than Ryan Williams is. Ryan Williams, he's just slippery. It's like you can't stop him. It's like he's always open. And then once he catches the ball, it's like when he catches the ball, you cannot catch it. He's going to figure out a way how, when he caught that 70-yard touchdown against Georgia, he pretty much caught it on a spin move. Then he spent again and took it to the house. That is how that kid has been playing ever since I started watching him, and he was in the 10th grade. Jeremiah Smith, the same thing. This dude is from Hollywood, Florida, pretty much dominated in high school, and that's exactly what he's doing at Ohio State. He's catching one-hand passes after one-hand passes. He's went to Ohio State and clearly become their best wide receiver right now. Same thing with Ryan Williams. He's went to Alabama, and clearly he's their best wide receiver right now. And when I look at these two young wide receivers, the first thing that comes to mind is these dudes are prepared. They come out here and they are prepared to play against some of the best cornerbacks in the nation, especially Ryan Williams. Malachi Starks is one of the best cornerbacks in all of college football. Look at draft boards. Georgia's Malachi Starks is one of the best cornerbacks, if not the best cornerback. A lot of people got this kid going in the first 15 picks in next year's draft. Think about a 17-year-old doing what he did to Malachi Starks. Now, when I talk about Jeremiah Smith, yes, he's playing against good competition, but Ryan Williams is going against the cream of the crop type of talent, which is the Georgia Bulldogs secondary. Now, people are going to try to downgrade them and say that Georgia secondary really not that good. Listen, we can say whatever we want to say. We can do all this other stuff, but in the end, this dude, Ryan Williams, is 17. He's supposed to be still in high school. He's supposed to be getting ready for his high school homecoming. But he's ripping through Georgia's secondary in college as a 17-year-old. When I look at these two young men's stats, now Jeremiah Smith bust onto the scene against Akron. He had 6 catches for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's his first game. His second game against Western Michigan, he had 5 catches, 118 yards, and 1 touchdown. Third game against Marshall, he had 3 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown. Now, his last game against Michigan State, the kid had 5 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown, 1 carry, 19 yards, and a rushing touchdown. That's his first 4 games. That's his first 4 games in college. I think this kid right here pretty much is the number one. And just think about it. Ohio State got two other wide receivers, which Carnell Tate and Ibuka, that's their best wide receiver. These two dudes right here probably is going to be first round draft picks. Second, minimum is second. And this kid is a true freshman that's coming out here, and he's showing everybody that he is probably their best wide receiver over two first round draft picks. Clearly, that just tell you that this kid right here is special. That's his first 4 games. Ryan Williams, his first game, 2 catches, 139 yards. Both of them went for tubs. Both of them went for touchdowns. Then he went against South Florida, 4 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Then this third game, he had 4 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Also had 1 punt return for 20 yards. That's his third. Now his fourth game, he went for 6 catches, 177 yards, a touchdown, 2 kickoff returns for 14 yards. And his third game was against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, Jeremiah Smith, his fourth game was against Michigan State, which they got a hell of a defense as well. But they ain't Georgia. They ain't them dogs. They damn sure ain't the Georgia Bulldogs. That's why I think that this kid, Ryan Williams' stats, is just a little bit better to me. Now, Jeremiah Smith, he had 2 big catches. I'm talking about 1 catch with 1 hand. Well, he actually had 2 catches with 1 hand. Now, if Ryan Williams don't make that game-winning touchdown, we're talking about Jeremiah Smith 2 one-hand catches. But because Ryan Williams did what he did, that's why we are pretty much overlooking what Jeremiah Smith did. And he had a hell of a game. He played a tremendous game against Michigan State. Ryan Williams stole the show. Because this kid right here made a circus catch against Malachi Stark. And then he pretty much burnt the Georgia secondary for a game-winning touchdown. Walk-off. You could not have written a better story, a better ending than what we witnessed this Saturday. Georgia, Alabama. Y'all, these two young wide receivers are on their way to greatness. They're on their way to being 2 of the best wide receivers that we have ever seen. Jeremiah Smith's body is already mature. You can tell he's very muscular, built like Terrell Owens, Julio Jones type of wideout. Ryan Williams is more built like Devontae Smith, who is his idol. If these 2 young wide receivers stay healthy, I think that these 2 wide receivers in the next 2 years, 3 years, will be battling each other for a Heisman Trophy, for the best wide receiver in the nation. That's the type of talent that these 2 dudes possess. Y'all, we are witnessing something great with 2 wide receivers, Ohio State and Alabama. We are witnessing 2 premier wide receivers in college football. The only thing that they're true freshmen. That's the only thing. They are true freshmen. Now, I think the best wide receiver is McMillan from Arizona. That's just my opinion. Right now, McMillan is the best wide receiver in all of college football because he has everything that you need in a wideout. Big wideout, physical wideout, can do it all. These 2 dudes right here, when they figure it out, they actually Jeremiah Smith has already been hitting the weight room. Ryan Williams, he's 17 years old. I think he'll start getting his man body maybe next year. Maybe, sometime, this year on to next year. But I think these 2 dudes right here is about to take over college football. I think that they are about to take over football, college football. Alabama is set for the next 3 years at the wide receiver. Ohio State, they're always set because they always get some of the best wide receivers. And like I said, Brian Hartline has a factory of wide receivers. Alabama got the same thing. Alabama just don't keep a wide receiver coach like Brian Hartline to produce the type of wide receiver that he's produced over the years because he stayed there as their offensive coordinator slash or their wide receiver coach or whatever. Alabama players and coaches actually leave for better opportunities. So Hardline is going to most likely be there for the next 2-3 years with Jeremiah Smith. Now, Shepard, he might not be there with Ryan Williams because we know if he get a better position, he'll probably move up and he'll probably go on somewhere else. But these two wide receiver coaches, they got some special wide receivers in their wide receiver. These two dudes right here are on their way to greatness. They're on their way to starting. They're already stars. But these dudes right here, they keep performing the way they are, they might be superstars by the end of this season. If they keep doing what they're doing, these two dudes right here could be up for the Bucket Award. These two dudes right here probably can win the Bucket Award this season as true freshmen. And if they don't win, they will be up there towards the top. And that's still special for true freshmen, especially 17-year-old Ryan Williams. But I ain't going to take away from 18-year-old Jeremiah Smith as well. Both of these wide receivers are on their way to greatness. And I think that these dudes bearing injuries, these dudes healthy, we're going to see these two right here standing on the stage, battling each other for an award. If not this season, next season, and the next season. These two dudes right here is going to be battling each other for a lot of awards in college football. But y'all let me know what y'all think about these two young wide receivers, Ryan Williams of Ohio State and Jeremiah Smith from Ryan Williams from Alabama and Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State. These two are special. They're special wide receivers. And it's more to come. It's more wide receivers that's going to come down. That's going to be just like, I'm not going to say they're going to be just like them, but I think these dudes right here are changing the trajectory of college football wide receiver. I think in the next 3 years, they're going to be calling these two wide receivers early in the first round, which is Ohio State's Ryan Williams. I'm sorry, y'all. Alabama's Ryan Williams and Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith. I think that it's going to be a little bit like with this pick in the first round, this team select Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith. And then it's going to be maybe another pick or two with this pick, whoever selects Alabama's Ryan Williams or Ohio State Jeremiah Smith. Man, I keep messing their name up. I apologize. But y'all see how excited I am about these two wide receivers. Because I watched Jeremiah Smith play last year when they won the state championship. And I was so impressed with this kid. I said, man, this dude right here. And I was hoping that somebody would steal him away from Ohio State. Because y'all know how I feel. I hate Ohio State. I was hoping somebody would steal him away. But that kid got to Ohio State. When I watched him in high school, I said, man, his body and the way he played is going to transition so easily to Ohio State. When I watched Ryan Williams play in high school, they did not win the state championship, but they was there. They should have won. I said, man, this dude right here, man, next season, he's going to dominate in high school. Until I figured out that he was reclassifying and going on to Alabama. I said, man, I don't know about his first year. I said his first year he might have about 500, 600, 700 yards. Hell, he already got that already in the first 4 games. Same thing with Jeremiah Smith. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about these two young wide receivers. Alabama's Ryan Williams and Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith. Until next time, y'all have a great night. And I'll see you all Thursday with my pick. We'll be doing my picks this week. And also, we're going to talk about, we don't have a lot of big games this week. But next week, we got some hell of a game. We got Oregon and Ohio State. But until next time, y'all have a great night. Y'all Thursday. Peace.